Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Now, a couple months ago, over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/jthejester, I played this, the Horrified board game featuring the Universal Monsters. Now, this board game centers around, of course, the Universal Monsters as they terrorize a small town. And it is your job as one of the townspeople to bring them down. You do so by maneuvering yourself around the board, accomplishing certain tasks in order to achieve certain goals. Now, I did a full playthrough of this over on Twitch, and I liked it so much that I'm planning on doing more content like this in the future with other board games. If that's something that entices you, go ahead and like and subscribe, because I'll also be posting that content over here. And make sure you follow me on Twitch, because you don't want to miss everything live. But without further ado, let's get over to me from a couple months ago playing the game. All right. We feel it would be a little unkind to present this game without just a word of friendly warning. You are about to unfold one of the strangest tales ever told. We think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now's your time, now's your chance to, well, we warned you. All right. So we're going to do pretty much everything at random today. That means everything from the monsters we're going to be facing to the character we are going to be playing, because this is a game for 1 to 5 people. Now, it is, you can play it just one person. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like for a one-player game. So just to start off, we do need to pick our character. There are several tokens in here. We're going to put this, this is called, I believe it's like the Doom token, or let me actually see what it's called here. Let's see. Let's see. I think it's the Doom, the terror level. So this is the terror level indicator, as you can see here. We'll see it a little bit better on there. The terror level indicator, and we're going to place that over on number 3. So our terror level is currently at number 3, and I will put that down for you there just so you can see that. So I'm going to be placing a lot of counters on the board, a lot of different pieces on the board. So just beware of that. Let's go ahead and get our dice out here. We have some lovely little dice. We have an exclamation point. It looks like a hit mark and then blank. The exclamation points refer to the monster powers, and we'll get into that once we figure out which monster we are going to be, monsters rather, because we're going to be going up against 2, because I figure that is a relatively easy way to get the people. So these are our character cards.
Here are our characters. We have the archaeologist, the courier, the explorer, the inspector, the mayor, the professor, and the scientist. Because we are participating in a single-player game, the courier is to be excluded from the choices at the beginning based on his special ability.
We're going to shuffle the rest of our characters here, and we will get one at random. Alrighty. One at random, and our one random is, we are the mayor. So we are going to be the mayor today for this game, and we are going to go up against 2 of the classic Universal Monsters.
Here are our monsters. We have Dracula, the creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein and the Bride, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and the Invisible Man.
So we are going to just shuffle these a little bit. We're going to shuffle these, and we're going to pick 2 at random. And those 2 are going to be the Wolfman and the creature from the Black Lagoon. This is the Wolfman. The Wolfman is tormented by his form. Develop an antidote and administer it to him. In order to do this, we must first discover the cure. At the laboratory, place blue items on a spot below that matches the item's strength. If all spots below are filled, take the cure. Then we cure the Wolfman. In the Wolfman space, use the cure and 6 or more points of red items to defeat him. The Wolfman's power is Vicious Bite. Every person in the Wolfman space is hit. And the creature from the Black Lagoon. The creature strikes from the depths. Locate his watery retreat so that you can oust him. In order to do this, we must find the hidden lair. At the camp, use a yellow item, a red item, or a blue item to move the boat to the next X matching the item's color. The overall point is to get to the blue X marked with the lair. Next, you must drive the creature away. In the creature's space, use a yellow item, a red item, and a blue item to defeat the creature. The creature's power is Rock the Boat. Move the boat 1 spot backward. So we are going to get the creature, and where we start said monsters. Creature from the Black Lagoon, place the creature on the board at the lagoon, which is right over here. And let's go ahead and get the Wolfman. There's the gray character in here. All right, so, and the Wolfman, we are going to be placing the Wolfman at the mansion, which is right over here. So we're actually not that bad because our starting location is the theater. So we're not that far off, but we're also, we're not too far off, but we're also not in the greatest place to take care of everybody. So we'll go ahead and place her down like that. So Wolfman and creature, and then here is my player right there. So we are going to take the boat icon. The boat icon is going to go onto the, let's see, come on. There we go. The boat icon is going to go right here at the start space. So we are covering that start space. Now, all of the other color coded characters are going to go back into the bag. And the enraged monster, just a quick little editing note. There are times during the playthrough where I will refer to the term enraged monster. I am actually referring to the term frenzied monster as shown here on the back of the monster phase turn card. Is going to be starting at the one with the lowest enraged symbol. Now that's the creature from Black Lagoon, so we're going to place that on the creature. The creature is the current enraged monster. All right, so now we have, over here, we have 2 sets of cards. We have the monster turn cards, and then we also have player perk cards, and then some action phase showing cards, and I can go ahead and show you those guys to you in a moment. Let's see here. So at the start of the game, each of the players is going to get a perk card. So we'll shuffle these up, and I will see which one I get. All right, we're going to give that a nice shuffle. Get my beard out of the way and my microphone. All right, so I got Hurry. Move each hero up 2 spaces, and we're going to put my person behind my area there, so you can you'll be able to see what I've got here. So all right, so we don't need a museum overlay, we don't need a precinct, we do need the laboratory overlay, so we're going to place that right over the laboratory. And then the creature from the Black Lagoon, we will need the camp overlay that goes along with the creature section of the game. The rest of the overlays we can go ahead and put back into the box for now. And now we do have our hero phase and our monster phase.
The hero phase works as follows. Move to an adjacent space, taking any number of villagers with you. Guide one villager from an adjacent space. Pick up any number of items in your space. Share items between heroes in your space. Advance a task by using an item at the specified location. Defeat a monster by using items in that monster's space. Special action, as noted on your hero's badge. Also, any player may play any number of perk cards. Moving on to the monster phase. During the monster phase, you will be drawing a monster card. These monster cards have several items which need to be resolved in top-down order. Starting with the number of items. Draw items from the bag and place them on the board. Second, the event, which is in the middle of the card. Resolve the event unless the monster involved isn't in the game. And lastly, the monster strike. Using the symbols below, decipher which monsters attack. Also, you'll note the movement and number of attack dice that are used when moving and attacking with the monsters listed.
So we are going to go ahead and get the hunted emblem out, because that's part of the stuff here. And then we have our antidote, which we can go ahead, we'll put over there for now. And I think that's it, because all these other pieces go to either the bride, the mummy, or the bride and Frankenstein, the mummy, or the Invisible Man, and Dracula. No, the Invisible Man I don't think is in this, right? No, I don't think so. No. The other one goes to, all the other pieces go to the other monsters, which they're not going to be in the game for this time, so we will go ahead and just keep going. Okay, so all of these other people, let's get rid of that player as well. All of these other people are the villagers. Now the villagers are going to be kept off to the side of the board until they are needed.
Villagers are summoned into the village via monster cards. Once placed in the village, it is the player's responsibility to help escort the villagers to their safe location as indicated on the top of each villager playing piece. Every time that a player escorts a villager to their safe location, they receive a perk card.
So the last thing that we need to do before we start the game, in this bag, there's a whole bunch of item tokens of either yellow, red, or blue color. And then they all have a number value on the top. They also have a location where they are to be deployed at, so to speak, to where you can pick them up from on your way around the village, trying to complete the different quest items. So we have to put out 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So let's go ahead and put those out. So each hero phase, you get the number of actions based on the number based on looked on the top of your card. Now, I believe the reason why the mayor has 5 actions is because she doesn't have a special ability. So that kind of works in our favor because we have 5 actions to use when we are trying to move around. So we're going to start off at the theater. Now, our first, I think what we're going to try and do is get rid of the creature first. So in order to do that, we have to try and get, we have to try and get as many like mixing combinations of stuff we can get. So let's go ahead and we'll start off with that. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then we'll get both of these as 5. Now it says you can take any number, so we are doing that as number 5. Okay, so now it is time for the monster's turn. So we got a former employer, and it says place Dr. Cranley at the laboratory. And as you can see, it has 3, so we're going to be putting 3 items out on the board. So let's grab our trusty little satchel here. We should probably keep this somewhere over on the board here, just so we can keep filling up as we need it. All right, so we got a wolfsbane, which can go to the camp. We have garlic that goes to the inn, and we have a rifle that goes over to the barn. All right, so what rifle that goes over to the barn? Okay, so now the order of monster turn is Invisible Man, who is not in this game, so that's completely put off. And then there's the Enraged Monster, which right now is the creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, the creature is the only one that can use the water spaces as a way to get to his prey. So we're going to go 1. And right now, since he only moved 1, that's all he moves. So this is going to go into a discard pile right over here. We'll move our tokens over here. You can see them over my shoulder right there. All right. And now it is time for our second turn phase. So we get 5 more actions. So we're going to do 1. And then I'm going to take this as 2. And then we're going to do this as 3 and 4, since we have those. And then we're going to take our lovely Dr. Crawley, and he needs to go to the precinct. And that's all the way up there. So we're gonna move him with us over to the shop, which would be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So now it is time for another monster turn. So we have Hurried Assistant, which, as you can see, it says place Fritz at the tower. And we also have to put out 3. So let's do that real quick first. Let's put out 3 items. We have the Fire Poker, which goes over to the mansion. The Knife goes to the docks. And we have a Monocane Mixture goes to the inn. All right. So we're currently sitting right over here in the shop. All right, so next, place Fritz at the tower. So we have Fritz, who needs to go to the Institute, if you can see that. Fritz needs to go to the Institute. I wish that would focus. There we go. Fritz needs to go to the Institute. And we're putting him at the tower for now. All right, and then as you can see, our next course of action is we have Frankenstein's Bride, and then the Enraged Monster. So right now the Enraged Monster is, is the creature. So we're going to move the creature 1, and since there's nobody in the creature space, he does not attack, and we just move on to the next hero phase. So we are going to go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, grab Fritz. Let's see. Where's the Institute? Oh, the Institute's all the way down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then drop him off at the precinct, because that's where he wants to go. And we get a perk. So our new perk is Late into the Night. The current player takes 2 additional actions. Well, that's interesting. I'm not going to use that just yet, but I do have 1 more action for this turn, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it to go ahead and take the searchlight from the precinct. All right, so now I have over here, I have a searchlight and a spear gun from the Institute. Blue is 2 and red is 4. Okay, so with that, it's going to be the next monster turn. So the next monster card is the Innocent, and that's the card we had earlier. Place Maria at the barn. All right, so we are going to do that, but first we're going to put out 3 pieces on the board. Okay. We have the centrifuge going to the laboratory. We have the flower going to the docks, and we have the pitchfork going to the barn. Okay, and then Maria at the docks. I'm sorry, Maria at the barn, not at the docks. Maria at the barn. Okay, so then Frankenstein's monster goes, the Bride of Frankenstein goes, and then we have the enraged monster for 1 goes. We're gonna move him back over here. He goes 1, doesn't do anything. So we're actually moving pretty well in this thing here. We're actually moving pretty good. So next hero phase. We are going to go ahead and not exactly sure, because Maria, as you can see here, Maria needs to go over to the camp. And then, of course, Fritz needs to go to the Institute. So I'm trying to figure out where we should go with everybody. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that would put me next to, that would put me right next to the creature, and I don't really want to do that right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 more actions would get him there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I think I'm going to leave them where they're at for now. Let's go ahead and go over to the camp, because I think we can advance the camp pretty far. 1, 2, 3. Let's take all of these as 4, and then we're going to save the 3. But we are going to take our 2 additional actions, so we'll put that into the graveyard pile. And then let's see. And then we can go ahead and advance for 2. So she was at the precinct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can put 3 down, because I have. So I can do. Let's see. It would be most advantageous to put down a blue. So we're gonna do a blue. That's the discard pile for the items is going to be up here. Blue, so we're going to advance it to the next blue space. And then we're going to advance it to a yellow. So that will be the yellow space. And then again a yellow. So it's going to be a yellow space. So we're actually we got a pretty good amount of way along down the line. So that puts us at the end of our turn. Now, we are in a possible spot where we could get hit, but I'm hoping that the monster isn't. Hoping the monster is going to be a little forgiving. So we have the Enthralled, and we have to place Lucy at the theater. But we have to draw 3 items first. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we have the Cosmic Ray Diffuser, which goes at the tower. We have the Rapier, which goes at the theater. And then we have the Stake, which goes at the Abbey, which is over here. Okay, so right now, looking pretty good, but unfortunately, we are going to get attacked. So the monster moves towards the player, and it stops at the player. So the good news is that it's only 1 die on the monster roll. There's only 1 die. So let's go ahead. We'll roll. and it's a hit. Darn it. But the good thing about getting hit is that you can do one of two things. Either you can take the hit, which means that you're knocked out, and you just get revived over at the hospital. The only thing that does do is it moves the terror track one space. The way you can avoid getting hit is by sacrificing a item card, an item token, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice an item token to avoid getting hit, because honestly, I think getting hit right now would probably be a bad idea. But having said that, let's go ahead and go into the next hero phase. So next hero phase, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 4, and then we're going to take this. We're going to take the Cosmic Ray Diffuser as 5. So we do have our 2 number 3 for the Wolfman's cure. So that's good. That's very good. All right. So next, we are going to go ahead and take the monster's turn. So we have the meeting. Move the bride 2 spaces towards Frankenstein, which we don't have. Frankenstein and the bride in here, so we're going to ignore that. But we do have to place out 2 items onto the board. We have the shovel in the graveyard, which is right down here. And then we have the anatomy text, which goes to the Institute, which is right down there. Okay, so then we kind of got screwed over a little, because we have 2 monsters that are attacking. We have the creature from the Black Lagoon, and we have the Wolfman. So it goes in order. So we're going to do the creature first. So it's going to be 1, 2, and then there's no one there, so he doesn't attack. And then it goes 1, 2. So they are at the same spot. So that's actually not bad at the moment. That would have been really good had I been in the ending phase of the game. But unfortunately, that's not how that worked. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to take the next hero turn. So the next hero turn, we're going to have our person. We're going to take Fritz with us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to the Institute, and we are going to drop him off there, which means we get another perk card. Now this time our perk is either move Frankenstein or the bride to any space, or move any monster 3 spaces. Now that's going to help us later on in the game. Not so much right now, but it will help us later on if we're in like a really bad spot. If we're really close to getting like hit. So let's go ahead and take the next monster turn. Okay, so retreat. Place the creature at the lagoon. So that's one good thing. The creature goes back to the lagoon, but we don't place anything out. So now, again, we have 2 monsters that are going to be taking a turn. It's the Wolfman, the bride, and then the enraged monster, which in this instance is the creature. So we are going to be moving... Excuse me, I'm so sorry. We're going to be moving the Wolfman 1, and then moving the creature 1, and that is the monster turn. All right, so moving on to next hero turn, we're going to go ahead and grab this. We're going to go grab this one here, so that's 1, and then 2, and then grab that as 3, and then we're going to go ahead and place 4 and 5 in the laboratory. So, or in the cure machine. So that's good. So that's really good. So once we get all of them, because next turn I'm going to be able to get the Wolfman, the cure for the Wolfman, which is good. But then it's going to take me several turns to get to a point where I can get enough of red tokens in order to cure him. So, all right, monster turn. So let's go ahead and draw the monster card. So we're going to start off by putting 3 items out on the board. So we have the fire poker, which goes to the mansion. We have the torch goes to the barn. And then we have the shovel, which goes to the graveyard. Okay, on the move. Move the frenzy monster to the next monster. Okay, that's unfortunate. Move each villager 1 space towards their safe location. That's even worse because that means that only the frenzy monster, which is it's the arranged monster, arranged frenzy monster. Frenzy monster is the one that that attacks. The only problem is that now we're kind of screwed because they took us that long to get there. So we're going to go ahead and roll those dice. I got 1 hit. So unfortunately the villager can't defend themselves against an attack. So Maria unfortunately gets knocked out. That also brings the terror 1 closer to the end. Now, once this moves to the end, that means that the monsters win. So hopefully we don't get to that point. Hopefully we don't. But here's hoping. All right, so now that is done, and next hero phase is a go. All right, so we have, let's see, we have to get over to the camp again. Unfortunately, see, that was what I was trying to do. I was trying to get Maria over to the camp and then get everything going at the camp. That kind of ruined things a little bit. We're gonna go 1. Actually, no. Before we do that, let's go ahead and move each hero 2 spaces. 1, 2, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take my turn. So 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna grab all of these here from the inn. Wait, no, I wasn't going to do... Oh, you know what? I already did it. I jumped the gun on my turn, and I'm going to have to deal with it. So I'll have to come back and get the stuff for the Wolfman. But at least right now I'm a little bit closer to doing a little bit closer to getting stuff done for the creatures thing. So that was, we were on the laboratory. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and then I have 1 for 4. I'm gonna stay. I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at because I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to jinx getting into the space. So let's see what we got here. All right, 2. All right, so let's go ahead and do 2. Okay, Wolfsbane goes to the camp, and then the knife goes to the docks. All right, the hunt is on. If no hero has the haunted emblem, give it to the current player, which is me. Move the Wolfman 3 spaces towards the hero with the haunted emblem. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be bad because unfortunately, but the Wolfman does not actually attack this turn, which is nice. That's actually really good. So the creature then moves 1, and then nothing else happens because yeah, so that's all good. Okay, and then let's go ahead and we're going to take the next hero turn. So that actually helped us out a lot. That actually helped us a very lot. All right, so now let's see. Now the we're definitely gonna get away from the monsters. So what we are gonna do is let's see here. All right, so we got definitely go away from the monsters. We got 1, 2, 3. And then let's see. The next one would be red, so 4. So we're going to move that to red, and then yellow would be 5. Yeah, so yellow would be the next one. So 5. So that puts us right here on the yellow. So we're actually moving pretty well. We're moving pretty well across. We only have. We don't have that much long. We don't have that much more. So I think we'll be. I think next turn. Next turn definitely we'll get the. We will get the boat to the creature's location. So with that, let's go ahead and take the monster turn. All right. So we have 2 hypnotic gaze. Move the hero or villager closest to Dracula 3 spaces toward him. Well, that doesn't work for us because Dracula is not in this game, but we do put out 2 items on the board. The dart goes to the inn, and then the wine goes to the church. Where's the church? They're right here. All right, so then the monsters that move this round are the mummy, the invisible man, and the creature from the Black Lagoon. All right, so creature moves 1, and that is the end of the monster turn. It is now time for my turn. So I'm going to go, we're going to pick up 1, and then subsequently use that 1 to go ahead and move ourselves to the next yellow space. And then I'm going to spend 1 more blue to move us to the lair space. Now the boat is at the lair, which means, so it was 1, 2, 3, and we're going to move away from the creature. So that was 1, 2, 3, and then we were 1, 2. Now what we're going to do is we are going to move, we are going to use Mob Justice and move any monster 3 spaces away. So 1, 2, 3. We are going to move him over to the tower. So he's out of the way. He's out of our hair right now. All right. So now we got to get ourselves back over to the laboratory so that we can get everything taken care of. But the monster turn is next. So the next monster turn is 2, form of the day. Place Dracula in the space with the current player's hero. Now, form of the bat. Sorry, but Dracula is not in this. In this game. And look at that. On the bottom, there is no monster in game that is on the card. So all we do is put out 2 items on the board, and we move on to the next player turn. All right. So we have a tablet at the museum and a scroll of Thoth at the museum. I'm going to give this a little shake because I'm not getting any blues. I don't know why. I'm just not getting any blues. Give that a little shake. All right. So let's see here. All right. So next hero turn. We are here at the mansion. We are going to let's see. Let's gather all of these up. Let's gather all of these up over here. So now we have enough to take out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, actually, no. I'm going to leave those over here. I'm going to leave those there. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and I can now take the antidote. So I now have the antidote as well. Unfortunately, I have the medallion, but I also have the antidote. So that ends my turn. So let's go ahead and draw the next monster card, which it's we're going to place a villager somewhere. We have place Wilbur and Chick at the shop. So we have 3. We have the 3. I'm assuming that's like, let's see. Dang. We have a pistol going to the precinct. And we have a mirrored box going to the mansion. That's kind of a pain in the butt because... darn it. It's kind of a pain in the butt. That sucks. That really sucks. Okay. Yeah, that's a big pain in the butt. Place Wilbur and check at the shop. We have Wilbur and check at the shop here. The shop right there. Okay, so they are there. Okay, and then the monster who moves is the Frenzy monster, which is currently the creature from the Black Lagoon. So we're going to move him 1, and then nothing happens because no one's in the space, and then we're going to move on. So let's move to the next hero turn. The next hero turn is going to be hopefully a quick one. I need more stuff now. Like, I need blue stuff. That's what sucks. So he needs to go to the dungeon. And the dungeon's all the way up there. That is not ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I can get him there, but that's my turn. Yeah, screw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they are in the dungeon. They are happy. I don't know why they want to be in the dungeon, but I get a perk. All right, so this one's good. Move a hero up to 4 spaces. Rush. I like that. I'm actually going to use that right now just to get myself out of the predicament I am in. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. We're going to be right there. So hopefully we don't draw a card that has more than 1 movement on it, because if we do, then that's going to be really bad, because I have no way to hurt. I have no way to like heal myself right now. All right, so we have retreat. Place the creature at the waterfront. That helps. Wolfman moves 1, and then the creature moves 1, and that's it. That's the turn. That actually helped me a lot. I wish more items had gotten out on the board, but they didn't, so that's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, that's a really big pain in the butt. Okay, so now we're going to go here to the mansion. We're going to take 2 here. And then, I can do one more thing. I dropped an item on the floor, sorry. Dropped an item on the floor. All right, so we got 4 different things here. We got 2 yellows, 2 reds, 3 apiece. So I'm gonna go ahead. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are gonna use the 6+ mansion right here to cure the Wolfman. So the Wolfman is now cured and he is gone from the game. Now the last thing I got to do, is get myself some blue, because I have no blue items at all. I got to get myself some blue items and red items, actually, because all I have left is the yellows here. All I have left is the yellows. Get myself some blue and red items and get myself over to the creature. So hopefully this time I will get some blue items out on the board. And we have Egyptian Expert. Place Professor Pearson at the cave. So let's get those 3 out on the board real quick. Oh yeah, cool. All right, so we got Wine at the Church. Then we got the Analysis at the Institute. It's got to be so far away. God, oh. Why does that have to be so far away? And then the Torch at the Barn. Okay, so we need red and we need red and blue here. So that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be a challenge here. Professor Pearson in the cave. So he's far off. He's fine. He's far off. And then we have to take the Frenzy monster and move him 1 closer, or 2 closer to me, which puts the creature in my spot. And that means that the creature now takes 2 shots to try and get me. Let's see if the creature can be successful or not. 1, oh, that's a pain in the butt. All right. So what this means, it activates the activates the creature's ability, which is rock the boat. Move the boat one spot backward, which means now we are on a red spot, which means we have to get another blue in order to get the boat in the right location. But that's okay. That's okay. And we did take one hit, and thankfully, I have 2 yellows. So I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice one of my yellows in order to not get hit. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my next turn. So let's go ahead and we are going to, let's see. We're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know it's a little counterproductive, but I need the blue. So the blue is definitely where I need to be at the moment. So let's go ahead. We're going to take the next monster turn. All right. Okay, so the hunt is on. It's another hunt is on card. We do place 2 on. Ooh, the creature goes twice this round. Because the creature and then the frenzy monster goes. Okay, so we only place 2. So let's get those. Okay, so we have a blue and we have a tarot card, a tarot deck that goes to the camp, which is yellow, and then a kite that goes to the tower, which is blue. All right, and then the creature moves first, so 1, and then the frenzy monster moves again, which is the creature again, moves 1. So we're going to take that and discard it. And then it's my turn again. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take this blue. I'm going to take that as my first action. And then we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, and make our way towards the tower. Now, hopefully the next one is not a creature going one space, because I don't have the stuff to make it go away again. All right.
Thief. Place the invisible man at the location with the most items. Discard all items there.
All right, so we're putting 2 out on the board. Okay, so we have a stake, which goes to the Abbey, right over here. And then we have a kite that goes to the tower. So that's 2 kites. All right, and then as you can see, place the invisible man. He is not in the game, so that he goes away. And then goes the mummy. Then the creature. The creature moves 1, and he gets 3 dice. 3 dice. That's just not good. All right. Because this could take me out, like, potentially. This could end the game. Wow. 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 I said it could potentially end the game, and I was right. It can potentially end the game. I have to give up. I have to give up at least one. At least one. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna give up my yellow, because there's yellows all over the board. The blues are a little bit more uncommon, but I'm gonna give up the yellow, and that does negate 1 of the hits. Now I still have to take 2 hits, so we are going to move the terror 2. So we only have 1 more that we can take. 1 more before we lose. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, so that's the end of the monster turn. Now it's time for my hero turn once more. So you know what I'm doing. I'm going towards that tower. I'm going to get both of these in one go. So that's 1 and then 2 pick up, and then I have 3 more moves. 3, 4, 5, because I gotta go back to the camp. I had to go back to the camp. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna take the monster's next turn.
Reincarnated Soul. If no hero has the soul sign, give it to the current player. Move the hero with the soul sign 3 spaces towards the mummy.
0, which that's not great. But the good thing is that the creature does not appear on the bottom of the card, which means nothing happens because it's 0 and the mummy is not in the game and the creature does not appear there. So that helps us out a lot. So that is the end of the monster's turn. Now it is on to my turn again. I'm going to go ahead and play one to get us back to the monster's lair. So I'm going to do 2 to take the yellow, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully next turn, actually no, hold on, where do I want to go? Yeah, I'll go 3, 4, 5, just to be safe. Because yeah, if I went 1, 2, 3, you'd have to go 1, 2. There's 3 spaces between me and the creature right now, so I'm pretty happy with that length of space. So here we go. We got Reincarnated Soul again. I don't know what the heck happened with that. I guess I didn't shuffle as well as I thought I did. But Reincarnated Soul, nothing happens. So it is time for my next turn, which is, we're starting here. We're going to go 1. We're going to pick up the silver cane at the shop. And we now have 1 of each color. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And for my last action, I am going to drive the creature away with 1 of each. Boom. I win. There we go, guys. That's how fun and simple it is to play this game. So that was the Horrified Universal Monsters board game. Now, I really enjoyed this game. The reason why is because this game has a lot of replayability factor due to the amount of Universal Monsters included and the fact that you can play from 1 to I think like 6 people, 7 people. You can play with a whole bunch of people, and that just makes the game so much more fun. But that's going to do it for me for now. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. Also, make sure you turn on notifications because you don't want to miss any more videos like this or others coming to the channel soon. To catch live board game action or video game action over on my Twitch channel, you can do so below at twitch.tv/jthejester. In the meantime, though, I am going to call this video over. See ya.